Today, Sunday, the 20th of October 2024, we have some hand-picked game predictions to share with you, which we backed up by some stats and analytics to help you make your picks in this list to boost your winning by a greater percent. And to those of you who want to have access to members-only videos based on our top 10 or top 15 game prediction based on 1.5 and 2.5 goals, corner kick match events, with huge odds and straight win event probability as well to take your winning to the next level, then of course you want to make sure that you become a member of the level 2 pro plan to start to have access to all of these features and match prediction picks to take your winning to the next level. To those of you who want to join, the link is below this video. You can click on it, navigate and join and start to benefit from all of these features. So without wasting time, I'm going to begin with the first match picks of today's list. Looking at the first match prediction pick here, we're looking at England in the Premier League, a match between Wolves against Man City. For this event, first, I want to share with you the recent performance of the home team. As you can see, Wolves, they do concede a lot of goals based on recent event they have had. The scoring, that is, the conceding capacity is very, very great, and the defense is not good. Man City, on the other hand, proved to be very offensive based on recent event they have had. Now, comparing the stance of these two in terms of form, based on the home and away gameplay, you're going to say that Man City, which is the away team, proved to be on a better stand. Sitting on the fourth position, they have had 5 events, 3 wins, scoring 11 goals and conceding 7. But Wolves, on the other hand, concede up to 13 goals for 5 events played and 7 goals scored. This is to tell us that the defensive power of Wolves is not that very strong. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this particular tournament, of course, the home team defense is weak and the offense of Man City, on the other hand, is strong. Therefore, we want to look at Man City to take advantage of the weak defense of the home to try to lead this match in full time, or just looking at the probability of at least 1.5 goal to occur in this match in full time is our next probability pick. Looking at the next, we are looking still in the England Premier League, but this time it's a match between Liverpool against Chelsea. Looking at this, of course, the performance of Liverpool based on recent event played shows that they are good in terms of goal scoring. Chelsea also, on the other hand, is also a good scoring team. And this time, I want to share with you the form of these two, comparing the stands, and you're going to see that based on form, of course, Liverpool and Chelsea sit almost on equal position. While Liverpool sit on the first position, they have had 5 events played, 4 wins recorded, 9 goals scored, 2 conceded. Chelsea, on the other hand, is also good at scoring, and you can see 4 goals conceded for 5 events played. And looking at everything in place here, we want to look at 2 major picks in full time. For this particular tournament, of course, both of the 2 sides are good at offense. And looking at the fact that the offense of both sides is good, the probability rate of high impression will be high, and looking at high shoot on and off target, which will lead to goals. So, of course, we want to look at least 1.5 goal to occur in this match in full time. Looking at the next, we are looking here in the Portugal Cup, a match between Santos against FC Porto. The performance of Santos, which is the home team, have proved that they are good. But of course, you need to note that they have mostly had games in the Campeonato de Portugal. Porto, which is Porto, on the other hand, which you can see, they have not really shown the games. Okay, this is it here. You're going to see matches for Porto. They have proved that they are very good, and they note that they have mostly had games, especially in the Portugal Premier League. And this is to tell us that Porto is a stronger team more as compared to the home team. And looking here, we want to look at the fact that Porto, based on the way performance, based on recent event played, proved that they are good. And they have had games, especially in the Europa League, and the performance was good. But the home team, which is Santos, of course, they have mostly had games in very low rating matches. And you can see that even though they do perform good, but Porto, which is actually in the Portugal Premier League, performed better. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks in this event in full time. For this particular tournament, of course, Porto is from the Portugal Premier League. Its opponent is from a lower league, and therefore Porto, being a better team from a greater league, is going to try every possibility to take advantage of its strong lead to try to lead this match in full time. Since the performance of Porto in the Premier League of Portugal Liga is good, we want to look at it to bring that good form here to try to lead the home team in this match in full time. We also want to look at the possibility of at least 1.5 goal in full time or 2 goals over for this particular event. Looking at the next, we are looking at Germany in the second Bundesliga, a match between Greuther Fürth against Nürnberg. For this event, of course, Greuther Fürth, which is the home team, proved that they are very, very conceding, even though they also try to score goals. The opponent, on the other hand, also proved that they are also very conceding and also good at scoring. Here, we're going to see the form comparison of these two in terms of recent events they have had. And looking at Greuther Fürth and Nürnberg, you're going to see that they sit on the 12th and 13th position. Two teams of almost equal strength in terms of striking power, and also the defense is not very strong. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at two major picks in full time. For this particular tournament, the defense of both sides is not very strong. And since the offense is average, both of the two sides want to impress. Two teams of almost equal strength coming to meet will try every possibility to impress, leading to goals. Therefore, 1.5 goal is one of the major pick for this event in full time. Looking at the next, we are looking at England in the Super League women, a match between Chelsea women against Tottenham women. Looking at the performance of Chelsea women based on recent events they have had, they prove that they are very, very offensive. Its opponent, on the other hand, also prove that they are very, very conceding. And looking at the comparison of these two in terms of form, you're going to see this is the fourth round of this tournament. And looking at the form of these two comparison, you're going to see Chelsea sit on the better place. Very offensive. For 3 games played, they have had 3 wins, scoring 10 goals and conceding only 1. Tottenham, on the other hand, proved to be more conceding. For 4 games played, they have conceded up to 8 goals. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at two major picks here in full time. For this particular tournament, of course, the home team, Chelsea women, have proved to be very offensive and very defensive. But its opponent, on the other hand, which is Tottenham, the defense is weak. And therefore, Chelsea want to take advantage of the weak defense of the away. Therefore, we are looking at Chelsea to lead in full time, or the probability of at least 1.5 goal for this event in full time, or 2 goals over, since the defense of Tottenham is weak. These are our major picks for this event. Looking at the next, we are still looking at England in the Super League women, but this time West Ham women against Asena women. The recent performance of West Ham, which is the home team, have proved to be very conceding, even though they also try to score. But that of Asena, on the other hand, is also offensive and also conceding. Looking at the comparison of these two in terms of form, you're going to see that based on the form table, of course, looking at the comparison, these two teams sit on the 6th and 11th position of the table, while Asena women have proved to be average in terms of scoring, and the defense is not very strong. Same way for West Ham, the defense is also weak. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at two major picks here in full time. For this tournament, of course, the performance of Asena women is better, and that of the home team, the defense is very weak. We either want to look at Asena to lead or to give it a double chance for this event, or just looking at 1.5 goal for this match in full time. Looking at the next, we are looking at Greece in the Super League, a match between Olympiacos Piraeus against Liverpool for this event. The performance of the home proved to be better. They have had games with strong teams, on the stronger, like in the, you can see here, Europa League, and they have performed great. But that of its opponent, on the other hand, have mostly had events in the Super League itself, and also here in the Greek Cup. Looking at the recent game played performance in terms of form comparison, you're going to see for the 8th round, Olympiacos, which is the home team, proved to be better. For 5 events played, 6 goals scored, 2 conceded. Very defensive. But that of Liverpool, which is the away team, proved to be very conceding. For 5 events played, they have conceded up to 9 goals. And therefore, Olympiacos is going to take advantage of the weak defense of Liverpool. We therefore want to look at two major picks in full time. For this tournament, we want to look at a straight win for the home team or to give it a double chance. Since the defense of its opponent is weak, we want to look at it to lead this match or to have at least a double chance for the home team. Looking at the next, we're looking at Latvia in the first league, a match between ARFS against Levion PPK. For this event, the home team proved to be good based on recent events they have had. Looking at comparison of that of its opponent, they proved to be very, very conceding. And this, the away team mostly had games, especially in the first Liga, and you can see that the Betis of the home mostly had games. Also, you can see in the first Liga as well, the same way as compared to this. Now, we want to look at the form comparison of these two. You're going to see that based on form, these two teams, based on placement on the table, ARFS sits on 8th position, while its opponent sits on 12th. These two teams are almost of equal strength in terms of goal scoring. 8 goals scored for 5 events. 8 goals also scored for 5 events, and the defense is not very strong. You can see 10 goals conceded and 8 conceded. We want to look at two major picks here in full time. For this tournament, of course, both of the defense is not very good. And since the offense is good, we want to look at least 1.5 goal here in full time. Looking at the next, we're looking at Latvia vs Liga, a match between ARFS against Tukums. The home team proved to be better in terms of recent event they have had. That of the opponent, on the other hand, proved to be average. Comparing the stats in terms of form and looking at the performance recently based on placement of the table, you're going to see the home team is better for 5 games played, 4 wins record, 12 goals scored, 3 conceded. The opponent is poor at defense, and the offense is not very great. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this tournament, the home team is better at offense, and the defense is also better. And since the away defense is not very good, the home want to take advantage of its weak defense. Therefore, we are looking at the home to lead as one of the possibility, 1.5 goal as the next possibility, and 2.5 goals as the next possibility. Looking at the next, we're looking at Thailand in the League One, a match between Bangkok United against Sukhothai. In this event, of course, the home team Bangkok proved to be very offensive based on recent event they have had. The opponent, on the other hand, also proved to be good. And looking at the comparison of these two in terms of form, it is a 10 round. And looking at the form table, you're going to see that based on these two, Bangkok United sit on a better place. Having played 5 games, they have had 3 wins, and you can see 10 goals scored and 5 conceded. The opponent also 10 goals scored, 7 goals conceded for 5 events played and 3 wins. Looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this tournament, of course, both of the two sides are good at offense, and the defense is not also very strong. Therefore, since the impression rate of both sides will be high, and the defense is not very strong, and the offense is good, we are looking at least 1.5 goals to occur in this match in full time, or the probability of 2 goals over. And to those of you who want to have access to members-only videos, especially our top 10 and top 15 game prediction picks, which we have just now shared to members only, then you want to make sure to subscribe as a Level 2 Pro member by clicking on the link below this video and join to become a member to start to have access to all our major picks, which we share to members only based on goals probability, corner kicks, and straight win with huge odds to take your winning to the next level. Do not forget to check the link below. Good luck and see you again in the next upload, and bye-bye for now.